we're here at Bournemouth Station today. We're doing a bit of a revisit as we go on the M1s, but first we're going to go down to the hospital, then back up to the pool, and we've got something a bit different happening in this episode. But without further ado, I'm Aaron as Jack, we've got Butler behind the camera, and we're going to be on Blakey's bus today. So join me and the rest of us as we go on the more buses. Roll the intro. So we're here at Bournemouth Hospital, we've got 1412 behind us, Blakey's off having a break. So, information for this one, obviously I have done an episode on the M1s before. Be a link just popping up here with the thumbnail, and then the link will appear at the top. Fair information, you just need a Zone A ticket or the M1, M2 ticket. Again, fair information is in the previous video, but there will be links down below, and it'll probably appear on screen now. So, this is the bit we actually missed out, so we're here at Bournemouth Hospital. The connections for the M1 here, you've got the 1415, which will take you back towards Poole. It just goes avoiding the town instead of going through the town centre. You've also got the X1, X2 to Lymington, the X3 to Salisbury, along with the X6, which also goes to Ringwood, as well as the X3. But the X6 does continue to Westmoors, Ferndown, and then eventually goes to Poole. The other buses you have here are the 22, which if you go on you stand next to me this side, it will take you to Bournemouth. If you go on that side, it will take you back to Castle Point, but I can't remember it's actually this stand here with the M1. You can get the 33 in either direction to Christchurch or Bournemouth. We're going to hop back on the bus in a minute, and then you'll see the little bit of the run we missed out and a bit more of the time lapse going from Charminster to bring this episode into Season 2 standards. As I mentioned, this is the bit of the route we missed out last time we visited the M1 route. So we leave the hospital, turn right at the junction before heading down the bus lane towards the Cooper Dean roundabout, going straight across and then down into Castle Point. Following that, we then go on through Charminster, Bournemouth Railway Station, Bournemouth Town Centre via Westover Road. Then we come out into Westbourne, Branksome, Upper Parkstone, down into Lower Parkstone, before coming around by Bournemouth and Poole College, and then alongside the hospital into Poole bus station itself. Now, we did cut a bit of the route coverage in this video, just on the section between Bournemouth and the turn-off in Parkstone. This is just because we have it on other videos. See the 16s, 17s and 18s for the rest of that footage, as it basically follows the same route between Bournemouth and Parkstone. Now, we were fortunate enough to have 1412 for this lovely journey. It's one of the nicest buses on the fleet livery-wise, in my opinion, just because it has that lovely handsome Dorset livery. It's also, out of this batch of buses, being the Olympuses and the Visionaires, it's the best one out of the bunch, just for its performance. Comfort for passengers is about the same. You do get a standard size buggy bay with space for a wheelchair, or two buggies if you're lucky. Now, this bus was taken off ferry duties for quite a while, as it went for a rebuild and they forgot to recertify it for the ferry, but just in time for this year's summer season it is now able to go on the ferry, so you can see this doing stuff like the 40s, the 50s and all other manner of routes around Swanage, Poole and Bournemouth. But like I said, we were lucky enough to have it on the M1 today. Now, it was a nice night for this run. We managed to get on at about dusk, so you go from a nice daytime setting when we're back at the hospital to a more nighttime by the time we get to Poole bus station. Now, this was a Friday night run, if my memory serves me correctly, and it was quite busy. You had a lot of people going into Bournemouth and a lot of people going to Poole respectively. Now, you see here we've jumped up to Parkstone, where we turn left at the Waitrose down towards Lower Parkstone and Ashley Cross, before we head back round into Poole. But There's a little bit left of the time lapse, so I won't disturb you for that much longer. So we're back at Poole Bus Station now. You can see 1412 behind me. We're actually on M stand now, as that goes out on a 17, I believe. But this does wrap up season 2 for On the Moor buses. So I hope you have enjoyed this series, this season at least. And we will be back in June for season 3, starting off with a variation of the route that started it all. We'll be starting off with the 70s. Well, at least the summer one. We're going park to park. We'll join Butler at least halfway along, but before that, in a minute, we've got something to do. So as I said, we've got one more thing to do. We've got Blakey here with me, and Blakey, would you like to tell them the news?
I'm officially leaving Moorbus to begin a coach ride.
He's going to be going over the South Coast travel, so we'll see Blakey on holidays. And we will miss him, but we'll still see him around.
This is Blakey signing off for one last time.
And that concludes season 2. I hope you did enjoy, and we'll see you again on the Moor buses. Cheerio.
There's always gay life on the buses. Make sure you leave your bird at home. You'll see so many on the buses. You won't be sitting on your own. It's so romantic on the buses. You'll find it thrilling when you ride, and you can get it on the buses, upstairs or down inside. Oh, it's a great life on the buses, no matter what the time of day. You'll see the world